Good morning. This is not a sermon that I'm doing here, thankfully. Hopefully I won't have to do any more sermons, like I said. But I want to give you all some guidelines and some things as we come back together July 5th. I apologize for how late this is coming to you. Unfortunately, there's one of me and there's a lot more of you, and you all have different ways that I can reach you, and sometimes it's hard to reach everybody. So anyways, what I want to do here is I just want to give you a heads up on how things are going to go when you come into church, hopefully this Sunday or whatever Sunday that you choose to come. I want you to understand the way we're doing things because it's going to be different. So let's not waste any time here. I'm going to try to finish this video in under 5 minutes. So if you'll give me that much time, that would be good. So as you walk in, obviously you can walk in from wherever you walk in. Some of you will be wearing masks. If you're not wearing a mask, that's okay. We have masks here that you can use, but if you have a mask, go ahead and just bring it with you. That'll make it easier because we have a limited number. We do have a bit, but we don't have enough to last us probably as long as this is gonna necessitate. So bring your own mask. As you walk in through the door, walking through the door that's coming in through the sanctuary, what's going to happen is there's going to be somebody waiting at the door. That individual will have gloves on, they will also have a mask on, and they will have a thermostat. And the way this works is they don't have to touch you or anything, but it has a little laser on it, and it'll just check your temperature kind of as you're coming in. Now, here's the rule that we went with. If your temperature is over 100.4, we're going to have to ask you to leave. Unfortunately, that's uncomfortable. And that's unfortunate, but that's just kind of the way the guidelines are going. And so we want to respect those guidelines and also take care of one another. So if it's over 100.4, we're going to have to ask you to leave. So if you have any doubts about it, take your temperature at home before you come, and just be careful with that. That individual, after they've checked your temperature, you probably won't even notice them checking your temperature. After they've done that, they will hand you your communion supplies. They will be in a baggie. You can use that baggie once you get done with your communion. Just put it inside of the baggie and hold on to it, and you can throw it away at the end of service. Once again, bring a mask if you're able to. If not, we do have masks. As you sit down, as you come into the sanctuary, when you sit down, there's areas that are taped off, and you can sit in the areas that are not taped off. It's not very hard to tell, but when you come in here, you'll see all of the tape and just sit in the certain spots. What we're asking people to do, because what we've done is we've made it so people are separated. The front pews are obviously smaller than the back pews, so if you would, we want the families that are smaller. So if you got like 3 people or less, then sit up front. But if you've got 4 people or more, go towards the back, and that would probably be better. That way everybody has a seat. And I know many of you are accustomed to just immediately walking in and sitting in the back, but if you're 1 person or 2 people or even 3 people, just plan on coming to the front. I know it's different for you, but that's just the way it's going to have to be for the time being, because we want families to sit together, but we need them to sit in the back, and we also want to do so at the proper distance of 6 feet. So please just be mindful of that and respectful of that. As you're leaving, what you'll do once again is you'll just go through the door. There'll be a trash can right by the door. You can throw away your communion supplies, throw away your gloves, throw away your mask if you're not taking that home with you. Throw away your gloves and throw away your communion supplies for sure before you leave. And if you don't want your mask, you can throw that in the trash as well. The reason why we're having you throw it away there is because when we go around town, one of the things I've noticed when I go to the grocery store or any other store is that there's always masks and gloves sitting on the ground. And so it's just a lot easier if everybody just throws them away before you leave. That's probably the best way to do it. Also, if you want to talk to people, obviously we want to talk to people. We haven't seen each other in a while. Just go outside. The reason why I'm asking you to go outside is because actually what's going to happen right after service is everybody's going to start cleaning. And so if you're still here, it's going to be harder to clean. And so we're just asking everybody, if you want to talk to people, just go outside and you can just talk out there, no problem. And we also have a hand sanitizer for you. So if you want some of that, you can use that as well. And then also as you're leaving, before you actually get to the outside door, as you're leaving the sanctuary, there will be an area for you to put your offering in as well. So you can do that. We're going to do that right at the end of service instead of in the middle where we usually do it, but just put it in as you go, and that'll be the best way to do that. Now, I know some of you are not going to be coming out immediately, and that's okay, but what I want to do is, first off, I want to make sure that you understand that if you choose to come to church, you have to be responsible for yourself, so you got to make that decision for yourself. And just be mindful. Be mindful of yourself. Be mindful, once again, of where you're sitting. Be mindful of your temperature. If you're coughing and sneezing and things, just stay home. We're live streaming the service. We'll make sure that you're taken care of, and just stay home. You'll do yourself a favor, and you'll do everybody else a favor. That's just the way it needs to happen. The service will be shorter. It'll probably be closer to about 45 minutes. I know it usually kind of similar to how we do on Sunday night, but usually service is a little bit longer. But anyways, that's basically all of the guidelines. That seems like a lot of information. It won't be that hard when you come in. I assure you it's not that hard. It'll be very self-explanatory. But that's what we have right now. And that's how it'll be this first week, and it'll probably change the next week a little bit, as we kind of learn. This is all new for us. So I know I said I'd do it in 5 minutes, and I did it in 6. So forgive me, but I hope that all of you are doing well, and I hope to see you all this coming Sunday. Take care and God bless.